even the fact of fucking reporters messaging me asking for my fucking take on it all, or my comment on it. Actually fucking choke. Are you joking? It's insane. Watching thousands of people comment on your sexual assault story, people use it as a talking point on a YouTube video or a podcast, you know, it being made into clickbait. It's insane.
Suck a dick.
Banana Bear Show. We're going to talk about the GeorgeNotFound situation that is happened with Caitibugzz. This is a whole Minecraft thing where this girl has come out against a guy called GeorgeNotFound.
Did they find him?
Nice. She has put SA allegations against him, and this is some of the most despicable stuff I've ever seen. Like the way she goes about it, not saying that, you know, things happen, of course, but the way that this was done is just despicable. I'm going to be showing footage from a video by Larix, I think is how you say his name, on YouTube. He kind of breaks it down in a good light, in a good way. Not a good light, but yeah, let's take a look.
Over the last year, we all saw one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, Dream, get falsely accused of life-ruining allegations that nearly destroyed his career. He was guilty until proven innocent, and the only reason he barely made it out was due to his last-minute response, where he was able to point out inconsistencies and showed evidence that was undeniable in order to vindicate himself. It was a humbling experience for thousands of people who instantly labeled him guilty without even hearing out his side first. But still, because of how long these allegations were spread, it will now follow Dream forever for the rest of his life, despite.
And the reason Dream is important in this is because he is one of the #1 Minecraft people. And he's
the #1.
Yeah, he has gathered all these people together, and GeorgeNotFound is part of his Minecraft group.
Him clearing his name. It's the most recent example of how someone can be just as much of a victim due to false allegations, serving as a good learning experience to ensure that hopefully things will be different next time. And that was just a little over 3 months ago. Yet already in the same community, his best friend GeorgeNotFound got accused of sexual assault. But thankfully, this time around, things were different, and no one made any of the same mistakes as they did last time.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You're a serious criminal.
What the living fuck are you thinking in that moment? You gotta be out of your
People going off on him is what he's showing there. I'm going to skip forward just a little bit.
It's funny because this happens all the time.
The guy to fool the internet that he sexually assaulted her.
Mm-hmm.
My story is about power and age and
That's
consent.
Caitibugzz.
But this starts off with Caitibugzz going live on March 9th, telling her story how at VidCon last year, she was sexually assaulted by GeorgeNotFound. She claims when she was freshly 18, George, being a much older man, took advantage of her when she was vulnerable and drunk by inviting her to his hotel room and insisting on her to drink alcohol while playing drinking games.
Well, guys, if you don't know,
to
women are not accountable for anything they do or their actions because they're dumb, mindless fucking women. This is what we got to think now, because if you just take it by what she says, right? All women are fucking mindless, stupid people. And, you know, they have no accountability because their brains are so small. Like, what the fuck? This happens all the time. This happened with the Me Too thing, which and I love the fact I have to backtrack a little and say sexual, SA allegations of any source should be looked at from both sides, never victim blame. And you should not go off on the person unless there is evidence other than just the word of talk. Because word of talk, let's be frankly honest, if a girl's like, I went to the school and they made me change my clothes because I was wearing just a bra and I felt sexually frustrated and I think they wanted me to expose myself by myself in the bathroom and I've been violated, and you're like, oh no. But if you don't hear what they're saying, it's like, fucking what the fuck. I hate this. I hate this because you want to know why there's less there's more single men than ever, more single women. It's because of this shit.
Yep.
Why would I want to talk to a girl at the bar if we both drink, she comes to my house, we do something, And then later, I get I get accused of SA because she was tipsy and he took advantage of me because I have no willpower, and the guys are in charge. Like, do you see the double standard?
Yes.
Fucking stupid.
touch her underneath her shirt out of
And I guarantee
completely
nothing will
nowhere.
happen
I
to
was
her.
drunk in a hotel room with other people around me when it happened. Out of nowhere, I felt him slip his hand under my clothes, sitting next to me on the couch in front of everyone.
Okay, note the fact she said slip his hand underneath her clothes. That's all she says. All she says.
And that his hand was inching further to places I hadn't asked for it to be. I was scared and I felt sick, either from the alcohol or from his touch. It didn't matter because my mind was a blur. It was the first time anyone had ever touched me.
Why she drink?
But even
Exactly, she was underage.
before George's response, there were many things off about this initial stream. First, that Katie was apparently freshly 18 and on the market when George preyed on her.
I was freshly 18 and had just graduated high school a few weeks prior.
I don't know what metric she used here to determine the freshness date on her fucking body, but she turned 18 on her birthday, January 2nd, and last year's VidCon was June 21st. That's your 6 month in. You know, a couple weeks to be
It's perfect. Like, freshly 18, you'd think somebody, like, just turned, like, 2 weeks ago. No, 6 months. 6 months. 18 and 6 months. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here.
Older and popular
teen.
freshly 18 and had just graduated
That's your 6 month in. You know, a couple weeks into being 18,
creator, and he was 8 years older than me and far more powerful.
like, yeah, sure, I guess he's got more subs than you, but I mean, the guy was 26 at the time and you were 18. Who cares? I don't know how this has become a relevant part in the first place in this situation, that a 26-year-old flirting with an 18-year-old is a problem. Like, that anyone's supposed to care about that. I mean, come on. At worst, like, you call the guy a little bit creepy and say, if that was my daughter, I wouldn't want her with a 26-year-old. But she's trying to use this to imply he's some kind of predator. Listen to this. She's talking as if 18's the new 8.
Later that night, when I left, I received Instagram DMs from him. And in my Instagram bio, in bold, was my age, 18, confirming he knew how old I was.
And with this having more power
Later that night. So after all this happened.
thing, I think Destiny puts it pretty well, noting that there's power imbalances in nearly every relationship or hookup, but just because there's a power imbalance doesn't inherently make it predatory or abusive. It's only if the person who has the power abuses that power. Just because you're a big YouTuber doesn't now mean people who work 9-to-5 jobs are now
Yeah, that's what she's trying to imply. It's like, oh no, he's bigger. I can't say no. That's what she's trying to put up at this point in this whole thing.
yeah, then he's abusing his power to try to get sex.
There.
Are you serious? Already there's some question testimony
that she talks about is how we insisted that she drinks more and that we insisted
on the drinking games, showing text that it was actually her and her friends who asked them to play.
Another thing that she talks about is how we insisted that she drinks more and that we insisted on playing drinking games when this isn't the case. And they had also been the ones that were asking to play the drinking games. So instead of us insisting that we play it, they were actually the ones that were asking us. And you can see that in the screenshot here. They had actually texted multiple times, specifically wanting to play this drinking game that we had played the night before.
At the time, all of us girls were already really drunk from the party we were coming from, stumbling and everything. There was more alcohol in the room, and we were encouraged to drink some more as they offered the bottles to us. They said they would join us in drinking, and insisted on drinking games, and, already drunk, I obviously complied.
And also real quick, when she says all of us girls were stumbling from how drunk we were from the party we just came from, her own friend who was actually there with her at this party that they were all stumbling drunk from apparently, came out with her own side and said that they weren't even drinking at all at this party.
Went back to the hotel, and that's where we came from. It was a 16-out party, no one drank.
So her friend could be lying here, being like, man, this girl's stupid. She was 18 and she's saying she was drinking. But, I mean, there's definitive evidence, as you saw, of text messages where the girls, at least one of the girls, was saying, hey, let's play that drinking game. Let's play that drinking game.
And that's when we started to drink.
At the time, all of us girls were already really drunk from the party we were coming from, stumbling and everything.
No one drank.
Stumbling and everything.
Then George brought up that when he touched under Katie's shirt around her waist stomach area, that it wasn't out of nowhere at all, and Katie left out and omitted the fact that they were already cuddling with each other for over an hour at this point, and she was smiling, laughing, and giving no indication that she was uncomfortable at all.
As I mentioned before, we had previously been cuddling on this couch for around.
And this is GeorgeNotFound. This is his response after this Caitibugzz released the video.
An hour, but I did place my hand on her waist under her shirt. The way it's phrased makes it sound like it just happened out of nowhere, when in reality we'd been cuddling for over an hour at this point, and it was not out of nowhere.
And skipping a little.
Gorm, so say you're sitting on a couch, laying on a couch, somewhere in that realm, and a girl is leaning against you, and you kind of, you're kind of hanging out, and you've done it for an hour. Don't you think it's kind of like appropriate to kind of put your arm around her, and then maybe, if it happens,
Cop a feel?
yeah,
I mean, if the signs are there,
yeah,
and then if she's like, oh, no, and then I'd be like, oh.
yeah,
And then usually that means I walk out and leave.
yeah, or
You know, pissed, like, you bitch.
or you step away from her.
Ahead for this point. After George brings this up, she then concedes that it did happen and that she did.
A lot of cuddling he may have felt was personal, but was just me being drunk. I was drunk. I didn't think cuddling automatically meant it was to turn sexual.
Fuck. They didn't fuck. Mikey, did they fuck?
No.
Then why is this an SA thing?
Yeah, exactly.
You know how many times my ass has been touched by women that I did not ask them to do?
Mm-hmm.
How many times my junk has been touched in bars?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ask that because that's kind of fucked up. We're not like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, but you're that's somebody who just probably walked up and was like, "Hey."
Yeah, or hey, like, is that SA? No, that's just being playful. Fuck you.
Choose to leave it out of her response, even saying that not only did they cuddle for over an hour, but they were also spooning. If you're already spooning with a girl for over an hour, and she even admits herself that she was
Out of nowhere.
So already, her initial allegation story, all drunk at the same time and having fun together playing drinking games, which Katie lied about George insisting on when it was actually her
She's
friends.
not crying
and lastly,
either.
she lied about George touching her out of nowhere, completely omitting the context that they were cuddling and spooning purposely to try to make him look as predatory as possible. But it makes sense, it's a better headline to leave out these details when trying to ruin someone's career. This girl is the furthest thing from a victim. Actually the exact opposite. She's making George a victim of complete life-ruining accusations. And we're nowhere even close to being done yet. Katie also says that she was so traumatized by George tickling and touching her tummy that she was too scared to move or even breathe.
I didn't speak or move. I remember being afraid to even breathe.
But in her own text that she leaked herself for some reason that I can't comprehend. It shows her texting her friend the day after saying that she was fine with it and chilling. Her friend
For those who
Fucking
didn't
retard.
see that,
Even breathe.
But in her own text that she leaked herself for some reason that I can't comprehend. It shows her text
God texting her, check on her. Maybe, bro, I have no clue. Like in the moment, I was chilling, but thinking back on it, I'm sweating a little bit, like damn. And especially after verifying that he knew I was 18. And I don't know if I was chilling in the moment because I was drunk. I don't know. I have to ponder it on it or just forget about it because it's over with, lol. Yeah, you're over, you're done.
texting her friend the day
Leave it alone.
after saying that she was fine with it and chilling. Her like a fucking rape fan fiction. That's how much
On me. I just wanted to disappear, but I didn't because I realized that this is a Calvin Klein sports bra. That's what I was wearing. That outfit, it's stained on me. I just wanted to disappear, but I didn't because I realized that this is a problem bigger than me.
I have a dream.
Is this a forgiving world? Because I hope it's not. I hope for every touch unasked for and every person belonging to that touch rots in this world unforgiven. It pisses me off that they can hide behind their power while victims are left helpless no matter what scenario. It pisses me off that he thought he had the right to do what he did. That he did it even in my silence.
Oh my God, is she in there? Is that my daughter in there?
I really hope this can help someone. That's all
By the
I
way,
care about. I want
hey.
you guys to know it's okay to hurt.
Yeah.
When you cry, you know what happens?
What? It's
Your
not-
nose runs.
Yeah.
Where's the nose running?
She's got a nose ring. It's fine.
No, I'm not
No,
joking.
I
If you're
know.
crying, guy, girl, you have nose drainage. That's what happens. That's being a human. But fake tears that go like that, fuck off.
Hurt.
Maybe this is why everyone's gay now. You women ruin everything.
Even if you've been hurt in your past, and no matter how many times you hurt, you still find room in your heart to love. And I hope you experience love.
You know how much I love you!
Because you
You know what I
deserve it.
fucking am!
How much is this belittling people who have actually went through something that is
Yeah,
traumatic?
this is like a. I hate being like millennial. This is a very triggering thing for me
Mhm.
when people falsely accused, and I know it's very hard for women to understand this, but for us men, all men know this. Like, if men will jump to save the woman no matter what,
Mhm.
but if you know anybody that you know they've never done this and get accused of it, seeing them get mauled by other men and women and all that stuff, because men hate other men that do this. Like,
Mhm.
you're ruining, this lovely woman, and men don't do that, and then this stains the women, but the women won't talk about it. The women, she will not get any judgment for this.
Nope.
When she gets exposed to all this stuff, nothing's going to happen to her.
Mm-mm.
If
And
anything,
everything's already happened to him.
GeorgeNotFound, he's
Mhm.
screwed for the
Mhm.
rest of his life, because there's always going to be that one comment, and that comment's going to burn like crazy. He may not read all the comments, but that one saying, "Hey, you sexually assaulted a almost 17,
Freshly
18 at the
18-year-old.
freshly 18-year-old. Fuck you."
I love you guys.
At first, I think her strategy was trying to go into this situation as the vulnerable, small, little, weak, crying girl to get everyone's sympathy, but that's all completely gone now. She's mad, and she wants blood. I
Yeah,
mean,
watch
this
this.
response reads like a fucking ex-wife in divorce courts. For now, this is what I have to say. He admitted to touching me, that I was drunk, that I verbally didn't consent. In my mind, the conversation is over.
And that's one thing I'm going to criticize him about, is whenever he did come out with his response, he was very weak. Whenever he came out, he said, I if you were in that position, I'm sorry. He apologized and all this stuff, which in theory should be a good thing. But in this day and age, it's not, because that's showing weakness, and internet's going to attack you. She's going to attack you.
In a perfect world, though, compassion is supposed to be the best best emotion.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, but yet compassion when they're supposed to be there. Let's say COVID, people with masks, without masks, both sides have a good fucking argument,
Mhm.
but both sides want each other dead.
Mhm.
Think of it their point of view. Compassion, think of that, and understand. Fucking when we see people like Cyrax or a woman that's accusing another person, because they're weaker and all that stuff, we show compassion for that, and we want justice for that, all that stuff. And so I'm sorry if you thought this way, that's going to be a response, because you don't want to step on a snake.
Mhm.
He's already in the snake pit. So that's why he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry if you feel that way," thinking that this is a normal person. But if I got accused of this, and knowing that I'm a successful person online, and this girl is using this and how she acted,
Mhm.
I'm not a perfect visual person of when someone's lying or acting, but I know when people are faking shit, and this is
Yeah.
the fake as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I said, the nose dripping, when someone is random, just crying and stuff, and they can't, they can't control it.
Mhm.
You can see in their face
Oh yeah.
This is a bad actress. And this is great. This is a great thing for you guys to understand. A lot of people, because a lot of people aren't talented anymore. Acting is a lost cause for many people. If you meet a good actor or like me or something like that, where like you could visualize something or something like that and say, oh my God, I don't know if that's like real or not. Then holy shit, be scared. But it's mostly this. And if I saw that, I would have been like, look, I understand. Like, I would understand if I did this. If that was the case, then there was a big misunderstanding, right?
Yeah.
However, this is what happened, blah, blah. And accusing me of this, and not only is this bad for me, it's also bad for people that have actually been sexually assaulted. What I did was nothing. With all that stuff, I would be very direct with my statement because you need to prove that you did not do this. Because in America, in social media, you are guilty until proven innocent, not the opposite thing, way around.
Right.
Like, look at what was his name? That Justin guy or Jacob, or Pro Jared.
Oh, Pro Jared. Okay.
Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do shit, and his career got fucked.
Yeah.
He got destroyed, all because of things like this.
Mhm.
And yet we see it over and over. And what do people come out and say? Don't victim blame. Believe the women. Fuck the women. Fuck them. You all you American women are liars. Like the single ones. You guys are liars for the majority. And the ones that
That's what
don't
it
agree
seems
with
like.
me, and the ones that don't agree with me, you know you are. The ones that agree with me are the ones that aren't the liars because they know what the girls do.
Yep.
You guys are evil fucking bitches. This is an evil bitch.
Yep.
Because what is she going to get out of this? Notoriety, compassion, money.
And a victimhood.
Oh, check her out on OnlyFans. Because
Yeah,
she's
this is
not
what I
even
meant.
special, man. She's fucking generic college girl.
Yeah.
From my generation. They didn't change. Black hair, heavy makeup, no attributes that are extremely pretty. They're just generic fucking. They call them side bitches.
Oh.
I'm
This
being
first
honest.
sentence is complete headline farming. She's completely ignoring the context that cuddling with a guy and even spooning for over an hour gives him the nonverbal green light to go and make the advancement of touching your tummy or
Exactly what we
or
said.
like around your waist area under your shirt.
He did
and also
fucking
that you weren't
touch
the
her.
only one drunk. Everyone was drunk at this place too.
And at this point, I was pretty drunk, and so was basically everyone in this room.
No one tried to get you drunk and vulnerable to prey on you. If anything, like your friends are more to blame because they're the ones who suggested drinking the alcohol and playing the drinking games. But
That's why you need to surround yourself with good friends.
this is either her purposely playing
She's
dumb
the
as a
bad
tactic
friend!
or just
Yeah.
genuinely this brain rotted by Twitter
also-
that she thinks that
That conversation she had, like, oh, you guys were very touchy.
Mhm.
It's like the friend was setting it up for this.
Oh yeah, I totally think that her friends like workshopped with her on this whole thing
Oh yeah,
because
you know
it was
what you
just
could do?
poetry and crying.
That he actually didn't send this message.
There is a text that is claimed to be from you.
Yeah, I didn't send that text. I found out about it when you sent it to me. But yeah, no, that wasn't me. I don't know where they got that from.
And then after George confirmed it wasn't this guy, he then asked Dream if he could get into contact with Katie to ask what was going on and what happened here. Who was the person who sent this message, or did she just completely fake it? And her explanation and response was saying that it was an accident and that she got confused.
So
Confused.
Of course.
70,000 likes. It keeps going though. This
70,000
whole
likes.
we cuddled section of her response is absolute gold. Katie goes from saying that she was so scared around George that she couldn't even move or breathe to now saying that, well, you know, yeah, I did cuddle with him, but you know, that's just me when I'm being drunk.
First changing the story.
A lot of the cuddling he may have felt was personal, was just me being drunk.
I didn't speak or move. I remember being afraid to even breathe. I remember being afraid to even breathe.
That's perfect. Let's skip forward to her complete turnaround. See if I can find it here.
Look how generic she looked.
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing. I'm sorry.
Original point.
Yeah.
I know that sounds horrible, but like, a lot of women think they're special good news.
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking, you're nothing. You're fucking nothing. That
No, I get what you mean. They put themselves on a pedestal, and they.
But she looks like every other
Yeah.
fucking girl.
Yeah.
She's like I'm sorry. There's something special. Like your personality even shows this with your feet crying and changes the story. You're a horrible person, and you're generic, and you're probably gonna end up being a hostess somewhere.
To make aware the reality that girls face in this community, that many people are forced into silence. I just don't want victims to feel like they have to prove themselves to people to be believed, that they are only valid if they had proof. I believe you. Katie believes you.
This nation will.
But then when you thought it couldn't get any better, Caitibugzz, I'm not joking, then goes on to lecture other people who make false accusations, condemning them, saying that it hurts real victims like her. I also want to note that those who make false allegations to deplatform someone or to seek attention are scum. You are the reason people choose to never come out with their stories. You are the reason there is distrust in coming forward about these situations. I hope you rot.
Like, wow.
Calling the kettle black.
Recorded everything. I planned on using it to support my case if needed, but please, share it on my behalf if you'd like, because we both know what happened. That's why I could sleep at night without scrambling for screenshots to try and twist.
Yeah,
this is her anger arc.
That wasn't me. I don't know where they got that from.
That's why you're scared, because me and every other creator knows the truth.
People claimed that we came to the hotel having already drank. We didn't.
That's something you have to live with. Yes, I was naive, but I have room to change, to grow up. 8 years exactly. And when I'm your age, I'll be 10 times the person you are. And you will always be the 27-year-old still acting like a child. I'm not scared of you anymore. I've been waiting for so long to say this, but you're a fucking coward. Goodbye for now. Despite all these things though, the provable lies, the contradictions, I mean even her own friend coming out and giving a different story from what hers was, but the public response from the majority of fans was this. I don't want him to be deplatformed. I want to see footage of him being attacked. 11,000 likes. Electric chair. 8,000 likes. Abusers will lie. Men with power who target young women lie so that they can remain in power.
It's all you fucking women. Doing it to yourselves. Whatever. I have no, like, I don't care about the situation, not me. I'm just saying, like, you guys are the ones that are doing it. Like, you fucking dumb. It's gonna bite you in the ass.
He's lost hundreds of thousands of followers on all platforms. Mr. Beast took him out of his ad campaign, and numerous other creators have come out in support of Katie, dogpiling him, destroying his reputation, all over the Phantom Tummy Tickle. Dude, this has got to be the greatest cancellation story of all time.
And I would, for example, tickle her.
But the two main notable creators who I think had the best coverage on this are Max GG's with just about 100k followers and Amesy with over 1 million. Starting with my British cousin.
My friend!
He puts out a tweet saying, "Rotten hell, you fucking piece of shit. I saw how you ruined my friend's life. Nobody should feel sympathy in whatever lies you're going to spout with your stupid PR team backing you, you buffoon. I wish you and your little freak friends who are complacent in abuse the worst lives ever. You are all fucking horrible and your content sucks dick. Rotten hell for assaulting my friend, George. And plus, I make better Minecraft videos than you. This one's probably my personal favorite."
A little candy cane for us to share.
Yes.
There's actually only this much.
That works.
I want him on my side.
And then this is the video he does.
For your fucking sexual abuse, is disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. My friend cried in my fucking arms about this, and you're on stream denying it all. Denying the fucking hurt that you caused to her. You and all of your abuse sympathizer friends, you are all fucking horrible. You are a 26-year-old man, 27 now, trying to fucking put the blame on 18-year-olds that you don't fucking know. What?
I like the voice cracking in this.
Is he 18 too?
Probably.
Wow, they both look the same.
And I stood up
Yeah.
for her, and you think that's funny. Fucking, you are a sick in the head. Go fuck yourself.
And now back to my stream.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I wanted to show for him. But now AIMZ, with her huge following, made this tweet before George even released his first response, saying, "Silence is not consent. It will never be consent. I hope you understand whatever bullshit response you and your PR team magically come up with, it will never take back the hurt you've caused on someone who was young and should have been safe in your space as a 26-year-old man."
Safe space.
Literally saying that there's nothing you can do. You are instantly deemed guilty, and there's nothing you could do to stop it. You guys thought Nick is Not Green was bad for his super mega coverage? Welcome to the fucking Minecraft community.
This is not some petty drama. This is not
That's
some Twitter
AMC.
thing. I'm not putting my voice into drama that is just a stupid little thing that's gonna blow
So when
over
it
tomorrow.
becomes true that she lied, do these people apologize?
No. They double down.
Abuse. There are victims involved in this, and you guys are treating it like it's Twitter drama. It's not. This is a serious thing. It is a crime. It is a bad thing. I swear to God, there's some people online that could watch someone literally murder someone, and they'd be like, "Oh wow, now he's getting cancelled."
You can only pray and hope that these people end up getting.
Comparing what he did to murder.
Oh my God, if you don't know, when we're older, these people are going to be taking care of the world.
Oh, we're doomed.
Yeah.
Accused one day as well, and have to deal with the same standards they pushed onto other people. You know,
No,
guilty
they'll
until
forget
proven
about it.
innocent, it's gonna fall apart. But you know, it's hard to pay the tax. Perpetually enabling this behavior to keep it going, forever calling out backbone and spine, and defend yourself from clear bullshit accusations. This will continue forever and will never stop. So
He says basically the same stuff we do. So
see, like I said, I mean, okay, no, I'm gonna do this. I don't care, Mikey. I'll save you the hassle for this. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. She is a fucking generic looking fucking girl. All right, there's nothing special about her.
Okay.
If sexual assault did happen, one, she is a horrible fucking portrayer of emotions. Is she autistic? Does she have Asperger's?
Maybe.
Does she have any other things other than bipolar? And of course, anxiety, because, they all have that now.
Yeah, BPD.
Fucking, when you're doing the, I'm crying and I have to read my notes that I made up.
Are you saying she's fake?
Yeah, and she's like, there's something positive about her. Bitch, you got black hair. Bitch, you got no fucking nice features. You have a baby face. I don't know how her body is, but from when I looked, she looks like just a small 18-year-old, 19, whatever, year old nothing. You are a manila folder.
That was my fucking story.
how are you going to be mad at people for your inability to communicate your own story correctly? Mentioning where the guy touched you when you're accusing someone of sexual assault is literally...
Oh, I'm not upset that he
Oh, here
tickled
it
me. I'm not
is.
saying...
He acts as if she's been saying this the entire
Yeah.
time.
No, I'm not upset that he tickled me. I'm not saying that he assaulted me because he tickled me or because he was close to me. No.
I mean, that's literally what you said, though.
He disguised it with a simple, "Are you ticklish?" That was my fucking story.
How are you going to be mad at people for your inability to communicate your own story correctly? Mentioning where the guy touched you when you're accusing someone of sexual assault is literally step one. Aside from this, though, even if this did happen, who cares? Like, let me remind you that you were cuddling and even spooning with this guy, laughing and smiling, got up to drink more, went back into his arms, and now suddenly it's sexual assault when he touches your tits a little after you were spooning
Over,
with the guy
like,
for
a year
over an
later?
hour? Come on. Maybe if you started smacking them or groping them aggressively, then yeah, I'm with you. But no.
I think I skipped over it, but she says he grabbed my tit.
Just one?
Yeah. In solace.
Everything we know about this guy is that he was taking small, like little slow advancements towards you to see how you reciprocate, and then seeing after you would positively respond, then you would keep.
Which is typically what we see in movies, TV shows, taught in real life, is that guys are supposed to make the first move.
Guys always make the first move.
Yeah.
It's happened one time in my life that a girl she didn't make the first move. She hinted that she wanted a move done on her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my God, she gave me the green light. I can go. But other times you are fucking scared because the denial of that is worse than actually doing the touch and getting the reward,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
No, I get that.
I love how women think, oh no, they have to read my mind. And he should know that when I'm drunk, I've never met the guy before. I get really touchy and he touched my belly. I mean my boob.
Though, Katie responds to a lot of the critiques that people have been levying at her, and apparently is taking accountability for lying. First, addressing the text that she said was from George's friend.
The screenshot, I will acknowledge, that was a complete miscommunication. There's a screenshot I said was from his
Miscommunication.
friend that wasn't there for the assault. It's a real screenshot. What I got wrong and what was miscommunicated was who it was from. It was actually from, instead of the guy who left or wasn't there for the assault, it was from the girl.
Yeah, she's doubling down on the fact that it was just a miscommunication on her end, which is the real reason why she got it wrong, despite her being the one who literally had to censor out the name or number of the person who corrected the record.
She couldn't have got it wrong.
Around, despite her.
It's like, you kind of mixed up who the text was from, but I'm sure it won't be a big deal because it was only one of the minor things you said, which obviously we've seen that was not the case. But I do acknowledge and own up to the fact I completely was wrong about that.
No, you're not owning up to this. You're taking the only option you have left after being proven to be a liar. Apologizing after being called out, just make a little
miscommunication.
Point out this inconsistency, making it actually worse for you and hurting your credibility more.
The amount of miscommunication, misinformation that is spreading is one of the biggest reasons. I feel like I just don't even really have anything to say anymore.
You are the misinformation.
Misinformation that is spreading.
But Katie then addresses people pointing out that she wasn't freshly 18 and says that it was actually a typo in her script that was supposed to say freshly out of high school.
Also, the fact that I said I was freshly 18, which is something a lot of people are mad about, when in reality I was 18 and 5 months old. My bad. What I meant to say in that original stream where I said I was freshly 18, I said I was freshly 18 and just out of high school. What I meant to say was I was 18 and freshly out of high school. I just put it in front of the wrong thing.
This excuse would work if this was the only time you referred to yourself as freshly 18 in your allegation. Because in the script, it's at least plausible that she could have misplaced freshly before 18 instead of before graduated, making the sentence flow as, I was 18 and I just freshly graduated high school instead. It's a flimsy excuse, but it would have at least worked here. But you can't use that reason for the second time you said it.
They knew that I was freshly 18, and they also knew I was very drunk.
There's no mention of high school at all in that sentence. You just flat out say that you're freshly 18. Dream.
I'm a liar because of these things instead of acknowledging the fact that he fucking admitted to doing what he did to me. And we're worried about the fact that I said I was freshly 18 when I meant to say I was freshly out of high school. They knew that I was freshly 18, and they also knew I was very drunk. When I meant to say I was freshly out of high school. Freshly 18, freshly out of high school.
Just completely shameless with it to defend herself, despite her being the one who
drunk.
Here's the sad thing is,
friends, I was doing.
Sad thing is, okay, like if we were her age, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she lived in our thing.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you money if she like became like in her 30s, she would get a fucking husband that would know that she's a bitch or it doesn't yet, and she'll be one of those conservative girls now.
Oh,
because it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
The fame thing.
Yeah.
because she cuddled with the guy, maybe because she thought he was good looking, or the fact that she knew he was a creator.
A Minecraft creator specifically,
yes,
in her genre.
Like, oh, she does Minecraft too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
It with my best friend that was right next to me as well, you know?
She wasn't giving him signs at all. It was just friendly cuddling. You know, two people of the now. Every time both for her.
Like
I
Minecraft.
saw what Shelby did. I saw the effect Shelby had on me. Realizing that someone I looked up to went through the same thing as me, you don't understand what that does. I wanted to be that for other people.
And you know, for someone who's claiming that the only reason she did this is to inspire other girls to come forward with their stories, she gives the worst advice possible. Saying that if you're a victim, you shouldn't go to the police to tell the story. No. Instead, broadcast it live on Twitch like me.
For people saying take legal action, do you know the odds of winning an assault case? The system you would like to believe that is always for you? The amount of fucking injustice that happens with our system is insane. And you sit here and see
Somebody
someone
should
come
look
out
into
about their
that.
story, and your immediate thing is, well,
Oh,
take it
wow.
up with the law.
Wow.
Like, that will serve any justice. So
Law, justice. No, I want to defame him with entertainment.
It's almost like she's a vigilante.
Oh, like that dumb Batman reference you had on the other fucking guy?
fuck
Oh,
you.
is she
True,
fucking
getting people
Catwoman?
prosecuted
More like bitch.
through actual legal means, not
Fuck.
Katie's style. But
People that don't want to believe will never believe. They will
I
never
guess.
believe, no matter
Look
what
at those
comes
pretty
out.
generic eyes.
It's because they don't want to.
That generic
They will
face.
continue to find excuses to not face
The
reality.
generic
I don't know
proportion
why, but-
of head to her neck. Her lack of size, because she looks very small.
Riddled, blamed, invalidated, been called
Even with a lot of
liar,
makeup,
been
she would
called
not be
Amber Heard, been called
super hot.
any name, even though he sat there and admitted to it. Again, it's not false allegations. It is
Again, he did not say he grabbed your tit. He stuck his hand up your shirt. Those are two separate things.
in fake allegations. It's not fake allegations.
No, it's
I'm
just-
not a liar. The way I've been
Yeah.
treated.
It's real
is fucking
allegations.
insane. And I'm not
False
afraid to say it's fucking
allegations.
insane. The hypocrisy that has surrounded this situation is.
Oh, she
fucking
talks
insane.
too?
I'll get into just the blaming of me.
Look how she's smiling every
insane.
time.
My goal when I came out about this was for it not to be about drama.
This is her villain
for
arc.
it not to be about canceling. It was about my journey as a victim. And again, I'm asexual. I would have never liked it and then regretted it. I would have never liked it to begin with. I don't understand believing the one point of view over the other. Even the fact of fucking reporters messaging me asking for my fucking take on it all, or my comment on it. Actually fucking choke. Are you joking? It's insane. Watching thousands of people comment on your sexual assault story. People use it as a talking point on a YouTube video or a podcast. You know, it being made into clickbait. It's insane.
Suck a dick. Hey, just a little shout out too. If you're asexual, sexual assault can't happen to you because you have no sexual. There's no sexual.
Under the biological term of asexual.
Yeah, that, and also if you believe you have no sex, you can't have sexual assaults done to you. That means two different things, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Mikey, this is like the biggest trigger thing because I know men out there know what I'm talking about. This is the worst thing. This is the thing that fucking caused a lot of guys. Like, I mean, like when we were in high school, around our age, you're a little older than me, but it was a little like this. You never did anything bad unless you're a piece of shit. But like, I'm talking about like a normal person,
Yeah.
right? You look for the signs, all that stuff.
Mhm.
There was a part like I've had signs where I misread, and she wasn't into that. She was also a fucking kind of a whorish girl, and she was trying to get some emo guy, so I lost out on that.
Right.
But whatever. I didn't say, oh, like
Ugh.
I despise this. I despise it.
Couldn't
It's
tell.
infuriating because we as men will never have the upper hand on this. Like, and yeah, men are stronger and bigger. No shit. Why do you think women are valued more? For their softness. And if you fucking wreck that softness, you get fucking hurt by the big guys, right? Because women, and I'm talking about normal people, not A or bi or ABC gay, whatever. Talking about men, us men, like real dudes, not feminists or something like that.
Not white knights.
We got to be tough and strong. This world beats the shit out of you every fucking day. With labor, with fucking, and we don't get love like normal people. You got to provide something to get love back, right? That's what a man is. We are born into this and we learn it throughout our years. And the sad thing is you truly know it when you're 30. No, I mean it. Like when you're 30 years old, it dawns on you. You got like married early.
Yeah.
So fuck you. So you never had to deal with that. I'm saying like when you realize that dogs could just exist and someone would kill for that dog. Same thing with a girl, a woman that you just started dating. Guy's supposed to take the bullet for her if someone shoots, not the other way around. We're expendable. They're not. So when those things that we cherish so much are the ones saying, oh, he touched me and we didn't, and you're doing it for a positive, like, because she's asexual. If that was the case, why'd you fucking cuddle to begin with? You weren't going to give him any poutine.
It was all for gain.
Yeah.
For her gain.
So now she got subscribers. Now you got the Banana Bear Show talking about your dumb fucking Manila ass. Bitch, I mean it. Like, this pisses me off.
Yeah.
And if she's never going to see it, it's only going to be fans of hers that are going to see this, whatever.
And we're getting comments. I'm actually
sexual start, blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying sexual start's good or that situation. Fucking fine. Everyone wear your fur suits and not touch anybody in the no-no areas. The rest of the time, the only way we get babies now, just, go to the clinic, jerk off in a cup, and she gets a turkey baster. No more physical interaction. Oh, wait, you can't do that now because then you get rid of the gay rights and all that stuff because no one can be gay. Because no touching. No. Like, this is so dumb.
Yeah.
And the thing that pisses me out the most is the ones that actually get hurt. The fucking girls that do get SA'd by pieces of shit. Those are the real people. Those are the ones that should get fucking the justice should be served for them. And the ones that use internet, not the police. Oh, but we don't get justice. You're not going to get justice this way.
Nope.
Because you may get the initial, please, let's take down one of the big honchos of our community so I can rise up. And, you're good. Everyone knows that she's full of shit. Everyone knows. And if they're blindly following, you're still dumb.
Yep.
And I just don't get it. And it's all about fucking... like, Minecraft is not even that good of a game.
I think that's a good way to close it. No, I think it's all like the Minecraft thing. Like, even Dream went on a thing on Twitter and started crying, and be like, I can't believe this is happening in my community, and denounced GeorgeNotFound. I mean, it's just everybody. And the thing about it is, these Minecraft YouTubers specifically, you know what a parasocial relationship is? It's where it's a one-sided relationship. That's what they fostered. And then they get this kind of response whenever something like this happens. I think they deserve it. I think they deserve everything they get from this. I mean, it sucks. Like, personally, I don't think that GeorgeNotFound should have anything, but when you foster a bad community, that's what happens.
You want to know why God, I forgot what his name is, but he was in One True King. He's big guy. He's known as the big guy. He has a mustache and sideburns. Schlattz. He was a part of He was a part of the Minecraft community, and he just stopped fucking doing streams and shit because he knew how toxic that fucking community was.
Mm-hmm.
When he came back, the first thing he did, he had an algorithm. He had somebody draw all his subscribers, and if it had Dream in it, any of the lingo from like that community.
Oh, I did see this. Yeah,
he deleted all of them. He's like
he mass banned them. Yeah,
yeah, because you're all fucking like toxic assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because it's a fucking kids game. It's a kids game. Who pickaxe?
And with that, go check us out on at YouTube on the Banana Bear Show. On YouTube at the Banana Bear Show. And be sure to like, subscribe, check out our other videos, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Fuck Minecraft.